Hello again, Miriam from YMCA, once again with Floor Beginners Pilates. So come straight down to the floor today. We'll start right here. As always, modify as needed. If I'm offering an exercise that your body doesn't particularly like, then either leave it out or I'll try to offer an option instead, and that's fine. Everybody is different and every day is different. Some days will work for you and others not so much. So take it easy, but let's get into it as well. Start with some music just in the background and we'll get started. So lying on your back and stretching your legs and arms out long, so really stretch out. Often we start with a standing stretch, but today we're going to work as if our feet are trying to push against the far wall and our fingers are going to try and reach towards the wall behind us. Take a big breath in and stretch, and then relax and let everything come down. Breathing in, let's stretch long, and breathe out and relax. One more. Big stretch long, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good. Bring knees to chest and just give yourself a little roll, like a little back massage. If your knees don't like being bent too hard, hold behind your thighs instead. And just have a little gentle roll, little gentle back massage. That's it. And then take arms wide and let your knees roll gently towards me, just as far as it's comfortable for you, and then roll back gently the other way. So breathing in to take your knees off to the opposite side and breathing out to come back to the center. Let's go towards me again. Knees over just a little bit and back to center and then away. That's it. Good job. Just a gentle little massage for our spine to wake it up. And back to center, and one more, rolling away from me. That's it. And good. Now we work on our belly balloon. You might remember last week we worked on understanding that working our abdominal muscles as we breathe out. It's like as if we're deflating a balloon that we've got in our belly. So let's practice that again. Hands on the floor, palms down, feet on the floor and knees level with your hips. Taking a big breath in through our nose. Now breathe out through your mouth and really deflate that belly balloon as if you're pushing your navel right through your spine towards the floor. Breathe in again. Big breath in and then exhale. And deflate your belly balloon once again. Breathing in and breathing out. That's it. One more. And exhale. All the way out and squeeze that belly balloon down. That's the way. Now as we do that, we can feel that our whole belly switches on. All the muscles of our tummy really start to activate. So we can use those as we lift our knees up. We call these leg floats. So it's as if your legs are floating up and down, one leg at a time. If your leg doesn't want to come all the way up, then just lift it a little bit, or even just lift your heel. That's okay too. Breathe out as you lift. So take a breath in to prepare first. Big breath in, and then as you breathe out, compress your belly balloon, remember, and let your leg float up. That's why we call them leg floats, because when our belly is working strongly, let's lift the other leg this time. When our belly is working strongly, our leg can float up effortlessly. Breathe in, breathe out, and lift the first leg. That's the way. Breathe in again, and breathe out, and lift the other. Good. 2 more each side. Breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, and breathing in. Why are we breathing out when we're making the effort to lift our leg? It's so that we can deflate our belly balloon and use those muscles to help lift our leg. That's the way. Good job. Let's do one more each side. That's the way. And down, other leg lifts. Good. And now we'll see if our deflated belly balloon can help us lift our shoulders towards our knees. Thinking about it like this, that our ribs are sliding towards our hips. So it's not like our shoulders are hunching up and we're heaving ourselves up like so. We're actually sliding our ribs towards our hips so that our chest will then lift relatively painlessly. So let's slide our hands forward on the floor, or alternatively have your hands on your thighs. Tuck your chin first and look at your knees. Breathe in and then exhale and deflate that belly balloon so your ribs slide towards your hips. And breathe in again and roll back down. Let's try again. Inhale, tuck your chin, exhale, deflate your belly balloon and lower back down. See how much easier it is when you really use your belly muscles to lift you instead of using your neck muscles. Breathe out and roll down. Let's try hands on thighs this time. Big inhale and then exhale, tuck your chin and lower back down. Good job. Let's try one more. Hands either sliding forward on the floor or sliding up your thighs towards your knees. Either way. Big breath in. Tuck your chin. Exhale and slide forward. Deflate that balloon. Deflate the balloon. And then let it come back down again. Very good. Let's lift one knee up over our hips. And then let's see if we can lift the other knee up. So both legs are lifted. That's the way, and we'll just hold. This is called a tabletop hold, as if your shins are the top of a table and your legs are the leg of the table. So we'll just hold here for a moment. Once again, each time we breathe in, big breath in through the chest, and then exhale and press the belly down, so that the more we're able to keep our belly compressed and our navel pressing down through to the floor, the easier it is to keep our legs lifted up. If you feel pressure or tightness or pain deep in the crease of your hip, really try to concentrate instead on using your belly muscles to hold. The stronger your belly muscles can hold, it takes the pressure off your hip flexors to lift your legs. If it's really too much, then lower them down and give yourself a rest. That's okay too. Just work on it though. So as you lie down, breathe out and lift your knees up. Keep your belly pressed down and practice expanding your chest with your in-breath while you keep your belly switched on. It can be a bit tricky at first, but give it a go. So your knees are gently touching. Your belly is still pressed down, so your belly balloon is still deflated. And we're breathing in through our nose, expanding our chest, and breathing out, keeping our belly switched on. Let's try two more. Deep breath in, and breathe out. Last one. Inhale, and exhale. Good job. Lower one foot and the other foot. Well done. Let's lie on our side now, and we're going to practice our clam. So, just for the moment, we'll come back to our tummy in a minute. I forgot to mention, and that was not very good, I forgot to mention, we might need a small pillow or cushion, or maybe a folded towel, so that our head is supported while we're lying on our side. Either that, or fold your hand under your head, or maybe stretch this arm out and rest your head on the top of your arm. So I've got a little half a towel folded here, or I can use my hand. So we did this in the first floor exercises that we did. So we can do this one again. It's called the clam because it's like the clam shell is opening. We could think of it like an oyster shell, perhaps, or whatever you like. Keep your feet touching and we're just going to lift our knee. So lifting our knee up towards the ceiling just as much as you can. Think about squeezing your bottom muscles to lift your leg. So it's about mobility in your hip, but it's also about squeezing your bottom muscles to make that leg work. So this time we're going to breathe in as we lift, breathing in and breathing out as we lower. Good. So if your knee just comes up a little bit, that's okay, and lowers down. Really try to concentrate on using that bottom muscle to squeeze and lift that leg up and lower down. Also, try to concentrate on keeping your hips stacked on top of each other instead of rolling back. So we don't want to roll back. We want to keep our hips pushing forward. That's why we concentrate on squeezing our bottom to lift the leg, rather than just thinking about lifting the knee. If we think about just lifting the knee, we're likely to roll onto our back. That's not what we want. So keep your hips facing me. Squeeze your bottom. Breathe in and lift your knee up, keeping your feet close together. That's the way. Let's try 2 more. Breathing in and lifting the knee. Squeeze the bottom and then relax the knee down. And lift again. Breathing in and lowering down. I think we can do 2 more, don't you? Good. Breathe in and lift up. Squeeze the bottom, squeeze your bottom and lower. And last one, lift. Remember, keep pushing that bottom forward so you don't roll back, and down. Good. Now that's enough for that side. We're going to roll onto our back again and do a little bit more for our abdominals, and then we'll turn around and do the other side. Good. So let's lift up to our tabletop again, and we'll try another exercise from that point of view. So lift the knee, lift the other knee, brace your belly really strongly. That's the way. Really got to think about that. Navel through to spine, lower back close to the floor. We're going to see if we can straighten this leg and point our toe up towards the ceiling and bend again. Other leg lifts as we breathe in. So big breath in and breathe out and lower. That's it. So once again, first leg, breathing in, straighten up, breathe out, breathe in, other leg lifting now, and breathe out. So if you've had enough there, bring your feet down, and you could try straightening your leg from this point of view. That's okay too. Keep your belly braced though, so your feet are on the floor, you've got a bit more help, but really try to concentrate on keeping that tummy switched on. Breathing in to straighten your leg, breathing out as you lower, breathing in, other leg, and lower. If you can, though, keep your knees above hips, and let's try 2 more. Straighten up and bend, straighten up and bend. That's the way. Up and down and up and down. Good job. Lower one foot to the floor, lower the other foot to the floor. Fantastic. Keep your feet on the floor. Actually, let's turn around. Let's turn around and do our clam on the other side. So bring your little cushion or bring your arm, whatever you're leaning on, and face me with your head supported, knees towards me, so your knees are bent, hands on the floor. That's fine. So off we go with our clam. Once again, remembering, squeeze your bottom, so squeeze your butt cheeks together and let that knee come up as you breathe in and breathe out as you let it lower. Coming up and down. Breathing in to lift, breathing out to lower, and up and down. As always, making sure we're not rolling back. That's not working our bottom. That's just working, giving us a little side bend. Lift up. That's it. Squeezing your bottom as you go. Breathing in and breathing out. 2 more. Lift up and down and again. Now I reckon we can do one more. And then we're going to sit up again. That's it, we are going to sit up again. So push yourself on up, and we're going to sit up. A little bit more work for our tummy. Now that we've given it a rest and worked our bottom instead, we're coming back to our tummy now. So sitting up nice and tall if you can. If you maybe need to, you could try pushing up against a wall, but I really would like you to try sitting up like this with your knees bent and your hands holding the backs of your thighs so you're nice and steady. We're going to practice deflating our belly balloon while we sit up. So here, remembering that we work exactly the same way. Take a big breath in as you sit tall, and then as you exhale, deflate your belly balloon so your back is going to round a little bit here. And then breathe in again and sit tall. Got it? So breathe in, sitting tall. Breathe out, deflate your belly balloon. And breathe in and sit up again. Let's go again. Breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. Deflate your belly balloon and sit up. Can you feel your spine bending? So gently making a C curve in your spine. As you pull your belly back, your ribs roll down towards your hips and you're pushing your spine back. Just the same as we did on the floor. We call these half roll backs. We're doing a kind of quarter roll back here, really. So sitting up tall and then and breathe in. Let's do one more. And back. Fantastic. Let's try one more again. And sit up. Really good. Lying back again. Let's just lie back some more. We're going to practice our pelvic curls. You can have your pillow under your head if you need to. So we've done these before. Just to open up for our front body and work our bottom just a little bit more for the last couple of minutes of this 20-minute class. Taking a breath in and then exhale again. Deflate your belly balloon, but let your bottom squeeze up. So feel it squeezing up off the floor and then roll it back down again. All the same kind of movement. Deflating our belly balloon. If we really press our back right down towards the floor, you can feel your tailbone lifting and you can actually squeeze your bottom a little bit and lift up off the floor and then roll it back down again. Let's go again. Big breath in and then exhale and let your bottom come up off the floor and gently lower back down again. Let's do a few more. Lifting up. Breathe out. Breathe out. Press your back down towards the floor. Lift up. And lower. That's the way. Really good mobility for your spine. You don't have to lift a long way up, but it's really good exercise, both for your belly muscles and for your spine, to keep your pelvis and lower back nice and mobile. Breathing out, lifting up, and breathing in, lowering back down again. That's it. Coming up and lower back down. Good work. Good. So we can finish our initial 20-minute workout there if you like, so you can stretch out long and finish there, or if you want to, stay for another 10 minutes and we'll do some more, slightly more challenging work, mainly for our back. So we're going to, from here, roll over onto our tummy. So I'll let you do that while I just change the music over. And finish there. And then we're going to change the music over. So while you're rolling over onto your tummy, all good. Now I'm going to turn around and face the other way. So we're going to start on our tummy now. Lying down, So here, we still need to think about deflating our belly balloon. The reason for that is while we're on our belly, actually lying down, it can actually be, when we're exercising, that we may stress the lower back a little bit more. So we really need to concentrate on keeping our belly balloon deflated, really lifting the muscles. We're not lifting our hips off the floor, we're just using our belly muscles to lift the belly, and you'll feel that that will help support your spine. We're not going to do anything terrible, but when you're lying on your front like this, you really need to concentrate on working those belly muscles to support your spine. Also, think about squeezing your bottom. So just as we practiced a minute ago, doing our pelvic curls, squeezing our bottom, and also when we were doing our side leg lift with our clam exercise, we were squeezing our bottoms to keep our hips from rolling back. Then we'll do the same kind of thing here. So watch just now and I'll show you what we're going to do, and then I want you to rest your head on your hands in front of you so that you're looking down at your mat, and just listen for instructions. But to begin with, you're welcome to watch just first. We call these in Pilates a single leg kick. So as we look down at the floor, we're just going to lift our foot towards our bottom and switching legs. So breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. If you get the breathing a bit back to front, it doesn't matter. Just remember to breathe in or out and then change to the other one as your leg changes position. Just little breaths in and out and in and out, or out and in, out and in. Whatever you do, keep your belly braced and keep breathing. That's the main thing. Often say in my classes, you remember to breathe out and your body will remember all by itself to breathe in. So now I want you looking down at your mat. I want your forehead resting on your hands, and you're just kicking your foot up behind you towards your bottom. Belly is lifted, hips are on the floor, and we're just kicking our foot up. Sometimes call this my child in the supermarket. It's as if they're, making a fuss and kicking their feet up. But we're doing it nice and slowly because we're not children wanting something off the shelf. Good. So this exercise helps to warm up our hamstring muscles and our bottom muscles, and it gently works all the muscles up and down our spine. As each leg lifts, the spine muscles work to pull the foot towards you. That's it. Good job. That's enough of that one. Now we need to work some muscles of the side of our body, as well as the muscles right up in our upper spine. So let your hands come to the floor, palms face up so the backs of your hands are on the floor. Again, just let your head rest on the mat or just look straight down. If you'd like, you could have one hand under your head or bring your cushion or small pillow or your rolled up towel under your face. So we're going to stretch towards one side. So this hand that's closest to me is going to see if it can reach around and come towards your knee and then come back. Again, your belly is braced, remember, we're going to go the other side. So stretch your hand down towards your foot and come back. So you're looking straight down at your mat, keeping your neck in line with your spine. Breathe out as you turn. Breathe in as you come back to center. Other side. Breathe out. Stretch your hand away from me towards your foot. And breathe in, coming back to center. Breathe out, stretch to me. Stretch towards that foot. Breathe in, back to center. Breathe out, go to the side. Good job. A little bit more. Take a breath in. And then as you breathe out, reach both hands back towards your feet and relax down. Two more. Breathe in and breathe out, and then reach your hands back towards your heels and lower back down. Come again, stretch back, keep your belly lifted, remember, and your bottom squeezed, and lower back down, and then stretch back again. Last one, breathe out, belly brace, bottom squeezed, and lower down. Very good. So just push yourself up onto hands and knees. Bring your knees in under you. Come back to child's pose and stretch out your back. Great workout today. Glad you could join me. So just stretching your arms forward. That's great. Coming on up. Come on up to hands and knees. And we'll do our stretches like we did last time. Coming up to our cat and cow. So really push your belly up. Push your back up towards the floor, the ceiling. And relax. Lift your chest and lift your tailbone and stretch up. One more. Come on up. Squeeze up. And lift chest and tailbone. Good. And then we'll turn to the side again. So this shoulder goes towards that hip. Turn to the side. Breathe out as you go round. And breathe in back to center. And now you'll twist away from me. Twisting away. As you breathe out, breathe in to come back to center. One more each side. Breathe out. Look back over your shoulder if you can. Breathe in, and then the other way. Breathe out, look back over your shoulder, and come back to center. So we'll finish the way we started. Lie back onto your back and stretch out long. So let's enjoy our stretch. Stretch right out. Feet towards the far wall, fingers towards the wall behind your head. Big breath in and stretch yourself out long, and then relax and let everything flop. One more. Big breath in and stretch out long, and breathe out and relax. Good. Bring knees to chest, hold behind thighs, and again give your knees, just bring your knees towards your chest. Have a little roll. That's it. Little massage for the spine, and then arms wide, and let your knees come towards me. Just a little roll. Keep your shoulders level on the floor. Come up, and then roll your knees away, and up. One more each side, towards me, and up, and away. Last one. Nice. Very good. Thank you for joining me again, and I hope to see you again. Have a lovely day.